Let me check niggas' temperatures.
Jazz the ass. You just never know. You get on people saying like, I have a bar though, because he kept saying Vicky.
Well, I ain't want to bring up the Gilly. I ain't want to bring up ARAB.
Stay on this shit. Follow me on Instagram. That's that ass Poker. Search it out. Let's look it up. Now let's just say it came out that his story.
Nigga, stop wild strong, nigga. I'm wild strong.
What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on in battle rap right now. Thank God. And it's actually like battle rap related. So, you know, that's what I like the most. I know it's a bit odd, it's a bit unique to actually be a battle rap blogger that only likes to talk about battle rap. But I get it. All thing encompassing. Shout out to my brother, my dog, Dead Ass Talk. You already know the vibes. TBL. We already know what we're going to be September 13th. But what is a generational battle like Hitman Holla and Murda Mook without a face-off? And then not even that they having a face-off, they giving us like a month to talk about the face-off. So that ain't never going to be a bad thing. Because we know if anything else, Hitman Holla going to give you something to talk about in a face-off. But shout out to Killer. You know what I'm saying? I know you got your upcoming battle with Av coming up. But yeah, Bulletproof Face Off just announced Murda Mook versus Hitman Holla. Super excited, man. Very interested to see what the conversation and if I know the tension is still gonna be there, but like, how long can you really stay mad at a nigga? Like, and I know that, you know what I'm saying, obviously when the camera is cut on, it's showtime. So I ain't expecting nothing but fireworks. But we're not going to sit here and act like Holla ain't had a couple distractions this summer. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, respectfully, you know what I'm saying, the birth of his son. I'm going to say congratulations again to that. But we ain't going to act like we don't see the drama that is him and Verb, him and Byron, like whatever that combination is. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, Murda Mook has been idly quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really ain't said too much. He really has had the opportunity to really sit down and focus in on this battle. So I'm sure he got a lot to say about what he has seen in the media, what he's seen when it comes to Hitman Holla and all his dealings the past few months. But let me show y'all the rest of the card, because it's also one thing I want to point out. See, Danny Myers, man. Danny, I was looking at the card, right? So I'm like, okay, like what is some crazy subplots going into this event? This will be the first time that Official and Danny Myers will be in the building. God damn it, Danny. Hey, brother, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. But no, looking at the face-offs, man, I definitely love the face-offs. I think it's a good conversation in every single one of them. And again, you're giving us a month to really break it down, dissect it, kind of, you know what I'm saying, create more storylines going into the battles themselves, going down in September again in Houston, Texas, which I will absolutely be in the building for. I just, you know what I'm saying, VIP bottle selection is already figured out. Just figured out the Airbnb like this week. But it's fire though. Y'all know, y'all know. Come on, man. I'll give y'all a tour of the Airbnb. But so obviously the Hitman Holla Murda Mook, that's a face-off in itself. The Calico and Rum Nitty conversation, I like that conversation a lot too. Because you know it's been claims of ducking. It's been claims of ducking. So I definitely want to hear what they got to say. Official versus Coffee. Now, I know that Coffee's made no qualms about it. Like Official is her end game, Official is her GOAT, Official is the one for her. But I also know that Coffee, as Yoshi knows, don't like ghostwriting. And I don't believe that Official ever had a ghostwriter. I mean, I've heard, obviously everyone's heard about the newborn, things like that. However, the conversation that Coffee's gonna have with her is gonna be very interesting. I couldn't confirm that. So, bro, I already know. I see you with the magnifying glass. All I'm saying is I ain't seen it with my own eyes, and I just like to verify information. That's all. But I think it's gonna be a good battle. Obviously, Coffee got the big battle coming up this weekend. Her versus Eon, which is crazy because Eon is also on this card. Eon, you got some big meals on your plate, mama. I ain't gonna lie to you. And you taking Eon, you taking Coffee and First Lady Flames a week apart. It's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. I know, and you coming off the Rock Lee battle. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hitman. Holla, get your girl back in the field. You know what I'm saying? And I like that battle. Danny Myers versus the Saga. Danny, you're gonna have to rap very well these next couple battles because obviously with the material and the angles that's out there, it's low-hanging fruit all throughout. Ins and outs of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even got to talk about the Rex and 12K no more. We can dead that storyline and pick up the 13 others you just laid at our feet this summer. So Danny Myers versus the Saga. Very, very pin heavy type of battle. I don't know, man. The Saga be sneaky good in situations like this. You know what I'm saying? Now the Saga got an angle that he can take, and everybody, you already know the angle that most people take when it comes to the Saga. Danny, you gonna have to show me. I ain't gonna lie. Danny, you gonna have to show me. Hey, Monster, if I put the link in the chat, because I already Monster, if I put the link in the chat, you gonna pull up. If you ain't gonna pull up and talk no shit, ain't no point in bringing you up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna. If you ain't gonna pull up and pop no shit, ain't no point in bringing. But if you gonna go, my dog, I appreciate you. First Lady Flames versus Eon. Like I said, Eon got a crazy battle this weekend with Coffee, battling First Lady Flames the week after that. I said you was on the run in 2025. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got a couple bodies on your resume in 2025. We're not gonna take that away from you. But I also think this is gonna take a high level of focus. I don't see you coming out of both of them battles unscathed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think you coming out of both of these battles unscathed. Coffee and First Lady Flames back to back. And you got a First Lady Flames that ain't really been seen in a while. First Lady Flames ain't really got one of them type battles, and this feels like almost damn near a mirror match. I'm just saying, I like the battle. I like the battle a lot, but like I said, I think I got Coffee edging you in that battle. I think it's gonna be a very interesting battle because I haven't seen First Lady Flames since she had the baby. I know she's been a couple battles here and there, but not really out in the battle rap spotlight too much. So this don't be that big one, especially with Eon making that noise. I'm gonna go with Eon in this one. If I say she's gonna, I got Coffee taking that Eon battle this weekend, but I gotta think Eon ain't gonna take 2 losses in a row. And First Lady Flames, you been fire. We know you to be fire. But it's been a minute. It's been a minute. And it's, you know what I'm saying? I gotta respect the new shooters on the block. I ain't gonna lie. I do gotta respect the new shooters on the block. But I definitely like that battle. And shout out to TBL for always making sure that they're highlighting some form of women battle on a card. I appreciate that. And we see y'all with the All Women's League that's about to drop 2. I can't wait to see some of the names that I think they should and shouldn't be on there. I ain't gonna lie. So a couple niggas y'all rock with, they should not have I do not want to see them the opening night of TBL Women's Division. I'll let y'all figure out who I'm talking about. Sniper versus Monster. Young Gunners from the South. I like this battle. I like this battle a lot. You know, both of them been on the show. Both of them friends of the show. Sniper out of Atlanta, Monster out of New Orleans. Punches, witty, funny. Sniper. So Sniper got, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have the bigger plates in this, but Monster be having the energy though. I gotta think in a room like now. See, this is also in Atlanta. Monster, what you gonna do with Sniper in Atlanta? Because if this was neutral ground, Monster, I might have you winning. But beating Sniper in Atlanta, I don't know if you like that. Are you like that? You think you like that? I don't know. Monster. That's I like that. That's a toss-up battle. I ain't gonna lie. Monster. La Monster 3-0. See, okay, so here's my problem. Here's my problem with this, Monster. Here's my problem with this. When somebody predicts a 3-0, do you know at that point in time, that person that you predicted to win 3-0 becomes the heavy favorite? You make them the heavy favorite. That means if the underdog, which would be Sniper in this scenario, if the underdog somehow makes that 10-8 round a 10-9 round, what do we do with that? Because you singing 3-0, you saying 3-0 clear, you saying 3-0 edge. What we doing? If you saying 3-0 edge, 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, okay. But if you saying 3-0, 3-0, 10-7, 10-8, 10, you know what I'm saying? We got something to talk about. I think that battle is something that a lot of people have been wanting to see, definitely in the South. I'm glad that this battle is actually happening in the South. I feel like sometimes we're starting to get away from regional battles happening in a region. And I kind of like, you know what I'm saying, them Southern battles happening in the South. Because it mean more. You know what I'm saying? And it's certain phrases, you know what I'm saying? It's certain assemblies that might be a little bit more interesting if the crowd just understands what's going on. So respect to both of them. Lamont, you're gonna have to show me. You have to show me a 30, my boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. You have to show me a 30. I got Sniper 2-1 edge in this one. I got Sniper 2-1 edge in this one, but I got this being a very entertaining battle. Are these battles for free? Oh, it is. It's a free stream. That's what I'm talking about. Free stream on TBL YouTube channel. You know what that means? We doing a live reaction. We're gonna have to do a live reaction for some of these. Definitely that Hitman Holla Murder Mook face off. That need to be that might have to be a blog in itself, a reaction blog in itself. I ain't gonna lie. Coleman, you got him definitely beating Sniper. Shit, Coleman. Damn, Coleman. Really? Why? Don't say it and just, you know what I'm saying? Just throw it. Why? Rock Lee versus Jay Gray, like I told y'all earlier, man. Eon walked on Jay Gray. Eon walked on Rock Lee. But I'll also say this to Rock Lee's credit. Rock Lee definitely had some things that was going on. So to see her back in the field, you know what I'm saying? Picking up that shield and that sword, getting right back out there. Oh, well, now I know. Now I know that you're speaking from the heart. You're speaking from unbiasedness. Okay, look, man. Hey, man. You know I don't be behind the fourth wall in battle rap. I don't know who getting managed by who. You know what I'm saying? Passwords, Instagram, social media is being handled. You know, look, man. It's a lot of things going on. But Coleman, I do respect you. I know you got the event coming up in Houston the day after Bulletproof with Straight Drop Media, T-Type, Geechee, and all them boys performing. So, no, salute to you, man. And you be in the spaces. I need to get back in the spaces. I be busy at work. I ain't gonna lie to you. That should be killing me. Rock Lee versus Jay Gray. I'm going Rock Lee. Rock Lee don't lose twice. This is what I'll say. I ain't never seen Rock Lee lose 2 times in a row. I can't remember a time where I had Rock Lee losing 2 times in a row. But like I said, just interesting storylines that's gonna be out there. Obviously, Danny Myers and Official being in the same building at the same time. That is going to be an interesting conversation. Make sure that y'all lock in with Hip Hop Is Real because I'm pretty sure they're going to be following that one very closely. That'll be also a week coming off of the Coffee and Eon battle. Both of them will be in the building. Eon also just got done beating Rock Lee. They'll both be in the building. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. It is a lot going on. But like I said, as far as winners in the battles, give me the Saga over Danny Myers. Give me Eon. Give me Eon over First Lady Flames. That might be my battle of the night, though. That might be my battle of the night, though. If they do what they're supposed to do, again, punches, pins, wittiness, you know what I'm saying? Eon with the look, Eon mess around and get you with a freestyle. Y'all gonna be freestyling rebuttal. Y'all gonna be mad. I'm an edge sniper just to piss Coleman off, and then give me Rock Lee. But all of this is going down August 16th at Industry in Atlanta, man. $25 at the door. You already see the start time. You see the end time, man. I love it. That means it's gonna start at 12. I think it's gonna start at 12 and end at 6 for me. I can rock out with that. I got a football clinic that day too. Shit. He said, I think it depends on where Rock Lee head is at. I got Jake Gray 2-1. I think, again, like I said, I think for me coming off of the Eon battle, knowing, you know what I'm saying, what she was going through in her personal life, I'm hoping that, you know what I'm saying, she's going to go there with a clearer head, wanting and ready to bounce back because, again, like I haven't seen 2 clear losses from Rock Lee I can't ever say when I've seen it. So, but salute to everybody on the card. Again, the face-off themselves, you got Official versus Coffee. You know what I'm saying? In game for Coffee Brown, that battle. Official gonna be very, very. I think she's gonna be very, very animated. Understanding, you know what I'm saying? Danny Myers is across. It's a lot going on with that. Calico and Rumnitty. It's been ducking. You know what I'm saying? The storyline of ducking going on with that one. And then Hitman and Murda Mook. I don't think we need to even say too much more about it. But shout out to Hitman Holla. Shout out to Murda Mook. Shout out to TBL. This is a hell of an event. Let the marketing begin. Let the marketing begin. We are a little bit over, a little bit under 5 weeks until Bulletproof going down in Houston, Texas. The same night as Canelo and Bud Crawford. I do got my money on Crawford. Of course, he's from the Midwest. I live in Omaha. Y'all know how this is going to go. We got Bud Crawford. We got a honey bun on Bud Crawford for sure. But appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm not going to leave y'all. I'm not going to take too much of y'all time. I also will be dropping the K-Shine VOD, the VOD recap, VOD rebirth recap. K-Shine versus Shotty Horror will also get into K-Shine's victory lap because he's definitely taking a victory lap, and he remembered everybody that had anything to say about him while he was going through his trials and tribulations. So that's going to be an interesting conversation with Dead Ass Talk. But we also going to get into this Miss Hustle drama and Remy. The gloves is off. I ain't going to lie to you. The most dangerous person in battle rap might be a gay man with a grudge. Because my Lord, Josh and OTFMZ, what you have done the last 72 hours when it comes to you and Miss Hustle and the deterioration of that relationship, my Lord, what happens in the dark will come to the light some way, somehow. So we can definitely get into that conversation. But appreciate everybody that pulled up, man. Appreciate everybody that's on X as well. But Monster, definitely, if you got 10, 20 minutes, Coleman, let them know. If you got 15, 20 minutes to talk about the battle, I would love to do an interview for him. We could do one today if you really want to. But let's you know what I'm saying, let's definitely get in some work. I want to get back into my interview game. Interviews I'm trying to do. Shout out to KD and Ill Will, Sudden Death 6 going down, I want to say September 28th. I will be doing a lot of coverage for that. You will be seeing individual interviews from everybody on that card. For the new battlers that y'all are not familiar with out of St. Louis, and for any other battlers that want to. I want them to present their best, the best round that they feel like they have that's on YouTube. We're going to watch it during the interview, live reactions, talk about the upcoming battles, talk about the event in itself. Sudden Death 6, you know what I'm saying? Easy money, but I appreciate y'all, each and every one of y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all want to do, how y'all want to rock. Please be safe. Please take care of each other, man. Love. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. We ain't just getting started. Been here. Coleman, hit me up.